Hey everyone, my name is Alicia, and some of you online may know me as Vert Vixen. I'm excited to announce that I will be working with geekswithwives.com and helping them with their cosplay corner. I'm going to be showing all of you my build of my Wonder Woman costume for Kamikaze this year from start to finish, and I'm going to be doing an original design. So when I say from start to finish, I mean everything from gathering reference to actually finishing off the armor. I'm also going to be working with a new material I'm super excited about, and that material is foam. Hooray! Foam! A lot cheaper than Worbla, hopefully just as amazing. So in this video I want to cover gathering reference, combining your reference, and starting off your costume design. And I'm going to start off with something simple like silhouettes, and then hopefully towards the end we'll get more towards final pencil or drawing designs here. I have a few examples of some sketches I did for funsies. So yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, so one of the most important things about character design or costume design is actually gathering the reference so that you have materials to work off of. I'm creating Wonder Woman, so let's save out a basic Wonder Woman design. It is really important to keep all of your images organized, so make sure that you have a folder for your references. And it's good to think outside of the box too, and not just look up references for Wonder Woman, but I'm also going to look up some Greek armor references. Ironically, of course, you know, I'm going to find some Wonder Woman stuff in there, but it's really important to also save out some historical references to your armor as well. You want to make sure that you're gathering inspiration from as many places as you can. I'm also going to look up Amazonian armor, see what I get there. Once again, I get some awesome Wonder Woman images, some of them of which I already have. But it's really important to just broaden your horizon and make sure that you're not just grabbing images from the comics or the films or even just illustrations. And recently I fell in love with Pinterest, and Pinterest is amazing because it's a collaboration of people gathering all of these reference images for you, so it actually makes it really easy to find the images that I'm going to need. As you can see here, I'm saving a lot of actual armor ref, and that's because I want to make this Wonder Woman super armored. I want her to feel like she can beat the crap out of you. Alright, now that I've gathered all of my reference, it's important that I put them all on one visual sheet so I can see them. So I'm in Photoshop, and Photoshop has this awesome script called Load into Stack. Now what this does is it allows me to go and select multiple images and then load them into one file. So I'm going to select the images in my folder aside from the ones that I already have open and let it do its thing, so they'll all open up all at once. Loading. Alright, now that all the images have loaded, I'm going to take a few minutes here and I'm going to go ahead and start organizing them in a visual way that I can see all of the important details. I'll make things bigger that I feel are more important. I'll cut things down that I feel like I don't need. But as you can see, I have a good variety of both illustration, real armor, some comic book images. I have an image of Eve Beauregard in there because I really admire her. I've just got multiple different things going on here. Alright, I'm almost done here. So now it's just as important to save this out, and I like to save out a PSD so I can preserve all of my layers, and I like to save out a JPEG so that I can easily open it up in other programs. And now I'll open up all the reference I've got. I've got the reference I just gathered. I have the Injustice reference as well as that really cool Amazon reference that I found on DeviantArt. Okay, so I'm going to move all of my reference over to my other screen so that I can see it, and I'm going to go ahead and start setting up my silhouette sheet. I personally like to create silhouettes first because I feel like you can get out more ideas in a faster amount of time. So I already had a body previously drawn up that I actually had just taken from one of the Injustice concepts. I mean, I'm an okay 2D artist, but I want to focus more on the costume design. So I've duplicated her 6 times, and I've put her on a new layer with a very low opacity. And now I've taken a flat, round brush. I don't know if any of you use Photoshop, to start creating shapes. And what I'm looking for with Wonder Woman is, first of all, I want her to still read as Wonder Woman. That is huge, especially when you're redesigning an extremely well-known character. Some things to note is I want to try to stay away from triangles, very sharp pointed things. She's definitely, because she's a hero, she's going to be associated more with rounder shapes or square shapes, some very heroic shapes. I also kind of want to avoid a lot of asymmetry, because asymmetry, even though it's good, can sometimes lead to a more villainous looking character. So I kind of like what I have going on here. It's a little different. There's some areas that I know that it needs improvement on, but just kind of working at it. I went ahead and dropped the opacity down on my current silhouette because I felt like it was too stark for my eyes. I don't necessarily like working in complete black and white. Actually, in an ideal world, I would have put this on a gray background. And as you can see, I'm doing some cloth parts, just some other ideas in a lighter gray color, adding some other armor. And at the very end here, I'm going to make some notes on this one silhouette. Like, I realize that there's some points that are too pointy, which is no good for a hero character. I also think that she's not armored enough, too concerned that I'm ripping too much off of Injustice. And I like the idea of the sash, but I'm not sure about it yet. Another important thing to note is, as you noticed, I was working a little zoomed out. I was also working with a slightly larger brush while I was painting, and that helps you block out the larger shapes, which is really what creating these silhouettes is all about. Alright, so next week I will have that finished sheet done of silhouettes to show you. I'm also going to take some of them and do some drawings on top of them, which I will also be showing you, and then we'll be able to take those, come to a final design decision, as well as start doing a color block. That may be 1 or 2 videos, not sure yet. There's a lot in character design and costume design. It's a lot of fun. You can find me at facebook.com/Alicia Cosplay. On Twitter and Instagram, I'm at VertVixen. You can always contact me here on YouTube, and you can leave comments below. And yeah, if you have any questions, please, I'm here to answer as best as I can. Thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I help some of you in your next costume designs. Thanks, guys.